The Vent-A-Hood Magic Lung Centrifugal Filtration System. There are different methods of extracting grease in a range hood. The most common is the use of either a baffle or a mesh-style filter. The other is the use of a centrifuge, such as the Vent-A-Hood Magic Lung Blower. The effectiveness of a baffle filter is proportionate to the speed of the airflow going through it. A baffle filter causes the grease-laden air to make two sharp, hard-angled turns. Theoretically, the heavier grease particles are unable to make these sharp turns, causing them to be left behind, but the baffle filter can only achieve optimal performance if the system is operating at high speed, and this is also when the blower is at its loudest. Most people are unwilling to tolerate the noise level, so they lower the speed of the blower, which in turn lowers the effectiveness of the baffle filter. Mesh filters work in a similar fashion, extracting grease by causing the air to make sharp turns. These filters are typically made out of a woven aluminum mesh pad and are available in different densities. The higher density filters are more effective at collecting grease. However, they are restrictive, and the more grease they collect, the more they choke off the airflow. This adversely affects the performance of the blower. The lighter density filters allow for better airflow. Unfortunately, they're not as effective at collecting grease, and therefore the grease and air pass freely through the filter. Besides being ineffective at collecting grease, both styles of filter keep the hood from its intended purpose, which is to collect the naturally rising gases. Filters are actually an obstacle to the contaminants entering the hood. So where do form and function come together to solve all of this? How does ventilation work at its best without drowning out simple conversation? With the Vent-A-Hood Magic Lung Blower System, grease is removed centrifugally. Centrifuges are applied in a variety of different industries, such as medical and manufacturing fields, where they're used to separate particles of different densities through centrifugal force. The same idea works in the kitchen. Removing grease centrifugally eliminates the need for a restrictive element in the flow path, such as a baffle or mesh filter. This allows Vent-A-Hood's wide-open, inviting canopy to actively collect the heated expanding gases that rise naturally off the cooking surface. As the blower spins, the heavier particles are separated from the airstream by the Magic Lung Centrifugal Grease Extractor. The grease and steam byproducts are then captured inside the blower housing. Lighter particles and contaminants, such as heat, smoke, odors, and hazardous gases, are exhausted to the outside of the home through the ducting. A small hole in the bottom of the blower housing allows the grease to drain into the easy clean collection tray. Cleanup is as easy as 1, 2, 3. In short, Vent-A-Hood uses simple science to provide the world's most efficient, quietest, and easiest to clean range hood in the industry.